Good morning, traders. Welcome to the TMT Stock Market Strategy video for Friday, December 4th. Draghi speaks, Janet Yellen speaks, and the market goes crazy. And guess what we get? A nice big sell-off. The dollar sells off. And what I've been talking about for the last few weeks, watch the gold trade. Gold pops into a beautiful, beautiful run for the day. Now, again, it's one day. It doesn't make a trend, as you know. But it's looking better and better. I'm looking for that gold trade to really, really dig in. Now, we do have non-farm payroll numbers that are coming out shortly, so I would not be getting in front of a freight train. Keep the book light, keep your trading account flat if you can, and let's see what non-farm payrolls do. And then from there, you can really start deciding on where we're headed for the next 2 weeks. 15th and 16th is going to be when the Fed meets and makes a rate decision. Right now, Fed Fund futures are pricing in 76% rate hike. They're probably going to go. They have no choice. They have to go and raise rates. Well, this is going to be interesting. We're going to have a really good 2 weeks of trading, and I think it's going to be a very interesting 2016. I'm going to be putting out a long-term forecast on the markets, probably getting closer towards the end of the year. But let's dive into the charts, guys. GLD ETF, as you know, the gold tracking ETF. And as you can see here, we have some really nice flattening of the MACD. We have RSI here right down just below zero. I still think, and I mentioned on a couple of videos ago, I still think you get a shakeout. You get a breakdown below 100. The stops get run. We get down to about 98-ish, 98 and a half, and I think that puts an interim low in gold, which would be the GLD here, or 98, somewhere around 980 in the GC contract. And then I think you rally for quite some time. I think it rallies back up again. Does it really mark the low and really run up again? Who knows? But that would be a great trade, and I'm really looking for that. Maybe that happens today. Maybe something else happens between now and 2 weeks where we get gold to sell off again. I don't think you buy gold here at the moment. I think you let it sit, let it digest, because remember, that's what gold does. Gold will run the stops and then run them hard. And when they run, and in this case, probe to the downside, you're going to see 20, 30, 40, 50-point move in gold in a day, maybe even, let's say, an overnight, 2 days. So let's keep that in mind. But the gold trade's looking really, really good. The analysis is starting to really play in here. And we mentioned we get weakness in the stock market. We get dollar to start moving lower. And then we get that fear trade kick in GLD. And don't forget, when that happens, then you have the shorts in gold, heavily one-sided right now. And the shorts start to play a catch-up, and they have to cover their positions, pushing buying pressure in the GLD. UUP, you could see here, big move lower. Euro actually tagged, I believe, 109, 108, somewhere around there. It was just crazy. It was like almost 2% move yesterday in the euro. So this is getting even more exciting that the euro continues to move higher. As you can see, the dollar will put some pressure, which would be good for, believe it or not, for our exports and our multinational companies. But strong dollar is not good for any economy. But here you go, nice lower. That'll put a bid in a lot of the commodities. And right now we don't see really too much. We had a little bit of a push up in crude oil yesterday. It's up this morning, 69 cents in the CL contract. But yeah, really interesting, guys. And it looks like it's kind of playing out like we had anticipated. But again, one day does not make a trend. Let's see what happens this morning. All right, spiders, big move. You can see here. Now, we're starting to get that M formation, right? We get that right side, that right shoulder. Now, I've had this here for many weeks, as you know. We tagged it right to the penny. You could see that. We get a break below here, and then this area here, and then I think we're going to get a flush back down. I personally think the markets are in trouble. If you're a long-term investor and you're looking to add to any positions, back off, take a step back. You will have plenty of time to buy stocks cheaper. I think the markets are in big trouble, guys. And believe me, right now you see only 1 day here, but you'll see as the markets get through the holidays and there's really nothing left now, no Santa Claus rally, and now it's all about the economy. I think the markets are in trouble. I mean, I think you're going to get a decent pullback. And then you really start looking to buy stocks. I mean, if we get a nice big pullback, a nice correction, 12, 15, 18%, then I think you back off and load the boat and start looking to buy stocks and buy good quality stocks. Then you have a normalization in the marketplace right now. We don't have that here at the moment. We haven't had it in years. All right, IWM, and I mentioned two caveats. Russell 2000 and the IYT, which is the transportation ETF. Transportation sector has been signaling a big move lower, and it's been doing so all year. Russell, same thing, good gauge of risk. Russell 2000, as you can see, now moving back lower, back below the 200-day moving average. Not good, guys. It really, really is not good. This is not a good sign. Even if we recovered, and more likely we usually do, we recover half of that candle, or even if we covered all of the candle, I personally think that I think the markets are in trouble. And the Russell and the transports are showing, and here you go. Here's the transports. Now we just broke that. Remember that symmetrical triangle I've been showing you for weeks? Well, we broke it, and I think that now this is signaling markets will move lower. And we're going to position ourselves with that, right? But we're going to do it not down here. We usually get a back test of the symmetrical triangle or any type of formation pattern here that you have, whether it be an ascending triangle breakout or just a resistance breakout. You're going to always get a pullback where we'd retest and hopefully would make that higher low, in this case if you break into the upside, or the lower low. Let's say if we get a back test, some sort of a bear flag, and then we start to move low again. That's when you look to get short. You don't want to get short as the markets are moving, unless you're short already. Okay, but this is a troubling sign, guys, that the markets are indeed ready, just about ready to roll over. Okay, will it happen in the next 3 weeks? Who knows? But I will tell you that this is a very good sign that we are going to be headed lower shortly. Okay, if not this year. Diamonds, you can see, had a very bad day, but again, holding above the 200. And lastly, you have the Qs, and Qs really nice move, break lower on the 20-day moving average, and now we're sitting above the 50. And remember, all of these big cap techs, Google, I mean, to the stratosphere. I mean, you look at the chart, it's just ridiculous that people are traders and investors are buying up at these levels. I've just never seen anything like it in 28 years doing this. Amazon, Facebook, I mean, let it come in a little bit to a point where it's more realistic. I mean, these stocks are just ridiculous, and they keep chasing them. But look what happens. Look at like a GoPro. You go to see GoPro, at $90, now $20. I mean, not that it's going to happen with an Amazon. It's a totally different company. But you know what I'm saying, guys. Be patient. If you want to buy a stock, let the stock go. You will have another opportunity to buy it much cheaper. Believe me, at one point. It might not be today or tomorrow, but you will have an opportunity to buy cheaper. Buying a stock, or if you're looking to trade something and you're looking to buy something, is very important for your entry point, because that will then dictate where your stop loss is going to be and your take profits. A lot of traders don't realize that well, I'm going to buy it here. No, you want to buy it to a point. Have your plan in place already before you even enter the order, okay? Hope it helps, guys. Have a great weekend. Let's see what happens today with non-farm payroll numbers. And remember, it's not the number, it's how the markets react to the number. Have a great day. Enjoy the weekend. Take care.